Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. This is a foundational biblical principle for us as parents. And we know that we should train our children up by teaching them how to read Scripture, teaching them how to pray, how to love others, how to reach out to others, basically to be like Jesus. Now, we know that's important, but it's not always easy to actually make happen with so many things that go on in our lives. Well, we wanted to help you out. And so we've put together some ideas, real ideas from real families in our church about ways that we can train up our children. So for the next few minutes, watch some of these ideas and see if these are helpful to you.
A few years back, Trudy decided to build her own chalkboard and put it kind of front and center of our house. And so you can see it as you walk through the front door. You can see it, when you're eating dinner or sitting down and relaxing as a family. But mainly it's just there as a reference point. And a lot of it is, Bible verses. And they ask questions, and I ask questions too. I don't know the Bible inside out, and so for me to see, different verses, it's a good thing. And I think for us, it's really a talking point for our family.
There's little verses in their bedrooms and just kind of scattered around the home. Definitely, we spend a lot of time in the car. We have 4 kids, and we're constantly on the road, and I'd say probably about 95% of the time that we're in the car, the message is on, which is on like Sirius XM, and it's just contemporary Christian music, and a lot of the songs contain scripture.
It's just really the way that we're trying to raise our kids, the type of character that we want them to have, the type of people that we desire them to be, the way they treat each other, the way they treat other people. And Scripture is a guide in their life that can help them navigate their way and give them that moral grounding. And so for us, it's just putting those subliminal messages around the house that they can see every day and refer back to.
This is something that we do every morning at breakfast. We read through our ABC Bible verses, and we make a fun game of it. And sometimes Mommy reads it, sometimes Reagan does, and Cooper listens, and Abby listens. So let's show them how we do it. Like A.
Ask him to answer.
You will.
Fine.
Good. Okay, Cooper, can you do B? B.
Kind. Be another.
Good. Be kind one to another.
Part of our nighttime routine is we always sit down and have a devotional time. So Cooper and Reagan, whether they're at the age where we sit down and we read a Bible story with a devotion, and sometimes we get the impression that they're picking up on something, especially Reagan. And Cooper right now is at an age where he notices little things and picks up on some of the story items, but it's still it's part of our routine, and we're establishing at an age where he's 2 and has a limited vocabulary, but I like it, bud, but he still is we're reading in the Word every day.
At night, before they would go to bed, we would always read a Bible story and have a time for everybody to pray and kind of, just talk to God and share their feelings and share their thoughts for the day with us, or any concerns and that kind of thing. And as they've grown up and were able to read, on their own, I started trying to teach them how to memorize scripture, and would hang like just little scriptures, handwritten scriptures or typed out scriptures on the bathroom mirror. We've had those scriptures on the mirror for, quite a while, different ones, and I'll change them out every once in a while. And they have committed some of that scripture to memory, and which is what you want them to do. You want them to be able to, just internalize it and have it with them when they have trouble or when they're concerned or having problems, that they can just bring that scripture up and learn to depend on that.
I think one of the things that is encouraging is when you, like at night, sometimes I'll go by the boys' bedroom and they'll still have the light on and maybe just kind of peek in there, and they've got their Bible out and they're reading before they go to sleep, and you're just reminded that the influence that you have on your child actually works. It actually happens that they take time on their own to read scripture or to pray, and And that's just an important part of understanding what the influence is for us as parents on our kids' lives.
As Lee and I have become parents, we really have felt like, man, our greatest mission field is right here. It's our home. And so we desperately want to spend time telling Mark and Aubrey about who God is and about Scripture and how Scripture plays a part of our lives.
So our desire is to teach our children, as our motto is, as we go. So hopefully whenever we're faced with a decision or a choice that we look to the Scriptures to make that right decision.
And in doing all this, I think seems like the more we do it, the more we realize we don't have it all together and how we really need help. But it's really been such a joy to see it grow, see it progress, and how we see Mark opening up to us and sharing things with us and how it's part of our life.
Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. We know that nobody's perfect when it comes to the very difficult task of raising your kids in the Christian faith. But we hope that there are some things you've learned here that you can incorporate along the journey of guiding your kids toward Jesus. Nobody can influence your kids for Christ like you. And we want to do what we can at the church to help support and encourage and guide you as well. If you need help or looking for resources, we hope that you'll go to our website, go to the Cornerstone Kids section, look for the parent page, and there you'll find resources, videos, things that can help you along the journey.